Welcome to Collector and Competitor. Today we're going to be going over the 2023 Come and Take It Shootout. This is the first Tier 2 match they've had in that area of Texas for 10 years. Bottom line up front, match was great. It was a great staff. The range was great. The bays were excellent. I'm going to be switching to ESR. Definitely found out I don't like speed loaders. But if that's all you're looking for, if they have it again next year, you should go. There were 9 stages. Like I said, excellent range. They did have only one portage on, which was kind of a problem. There were about 100 shooters there. For this match, I shot stock service revolvers, so I had my stock 586 fresh out of the box with my Safariland Comp 3s. Let's get into it. So the first stage, regardless of what squad or bay you were on, was the warm-up. The warm-up was super simple, 8 rounds, best 8 on paper. It was the best 5 to the lower scoring zone and the best 3 to the upper scoring zone. Caveat being the weapon had to start loaded to 4 rounds.
Are you ready? Stand by.
Yeah, that round sticking really ate my lunch. The warm-up was counted for score. The next stage, moving on, was the Battle of Aguadulce. I believe I'm saying that right. It was an 18-round stage. I really like the 18-round stage max for revolvers, at least. Keeps it fun. The matches move real quick. We were out of there and done with all of our stages by 12:30.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Boy, that just keeps getting stuck.
Interesting one. Best 3 on paper, so 3 shots each, total of 15. And you had to start weak hand at the low ready. A little bit of a different starting position, but I wasn't too worried about it. My hits were okay. The kneeling position on the far side had a little bit of an issue there. We'll talk about it after we see the stage.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Nope, don't do that. Don't do that. Come on. Boy, that is just.
Look who's got a potty mouth. So the reload obviously had a stick on that. That wasn't great. And then I didn't fully let the trigger reset, and that kind of ate my lunch. This was a cool stage. It had 2 prop devices. One was a drop turner. One, the target would bound up and down. It's pretty cool. It had a neat layout. The stomp pad was really difficult to push down. They ended up changing it up, at least making it a little easier, about 2 shooters after me. And they didn't throw out the stage or anything. It wasn't massive, but that was the only thing to really consider on. So yeah, down 10 on this one. Not my best work. A lot of it was on the, I want to say 6 seconds of it was on that T2, the target furthest to the right. But moving on to the Battle of Gonzalez, cool little stage. Had a swinger that would block the steel, and that caught me right on. I also had the weirdest speed loader issue I've had to date, where 1 round bounced out. You'll see it here in a moment.
Wait a minute.
I remember right after I started shooting, I took a class with Charlie Perez. It's probably like 2019. And he said, if things start going wrong, just get your hits. And things went really wrong here. I thought we'd look at it again and slow it down this time. You can see as that speed loader goes in, one round shoots out of the top of the cylinder, hits the ground, and I forgot what planet I was on. So then we had all kinds of issues here going, forgetting what order I'm in, how much ammo is in my gun. Like this reload that I'm about to do, didn't need it at all. Could have gone without it. I guess that's one of the nice things about being the only Revolver competitor is just like being the homeschool valedictorian. You're at the top even though you didn't do all that great. So I started reading the book With Winning in Mind by, I think it's Lanny Basham, like 3 days after this match. Would have been super helpful for the match. But, you know, hindsight 2020. So that performance was kind of stuck in my head. For this next stage. This was a cool stage, storming the Presidio, 18 rounds. You had a couple shots through the port, kind of some interesting movement, a little bit of a hazard moving backwards. My head was not in the right place, and that's been one of my biggest takeaways. I think I lost a lot on this match to my mental performance and kind of being able to focus on the important things and let the subconscious do the subconscious, and then getting the speed loader issues. That was a real tax.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Oh, wrong target.
Unload and show.
Yeah, no idea what happened on that one. Just focused on the wrong target, I guess. The next one's this Legend of Bexar. This was my favorite stage of the match. I liked how quick it was. I liked the different angles. I liked the options in two different starting positions. One side was 6 rounds, one side was 4 rounds, and you had to dive into the middle. Pretty cool little stage.
Shooter ready. Yep. Stand by.
He's a mercenary. Good, Rob. I'm there shooting. Bro, his draw, he came down here and I was like,
Great stage, great staff, down 0. That's what I like to see. So the next one was Battle of Coletto. This is another pretty fast-paced, tight little stage.
Yep.
stand by.
Probably saw the hesitation on the target on the far right there. I definitely knew I missed it, but I didn't have enough rounds in the gun for a makeup on that array, so I just left it. So that again ended up giving me a +1. Moving on to our last stage of the day, it was the Siege of Bexar. Great little 16-round stage. They had a drop leg target, which is a first for me. I've never seen it before. It's the one all the way to the far left. It's one of the last targets I shoot at here. And essentially it's just a target stand that's missing a leg. It's got a piece of steel there. So you knock the steel down, the target falls over, and then you shoot the target while it's on its.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Stand by.
Froze up on that one.
Yeah, finish
Ooh.
it.
Well, if you made it this far, thank you for sticking around. I know if they do this match again next year, I will be there, but I will be shooting ESR, and I'll be working on my mental game quite a bit between now and then. The next big match you need to get on your calendar is the Red River Roundup in Paris, Texas. It's an IDPA Tier 2 match, March 22nd, 2024. It's the first match that this club is doing that's Tier 2 or higher. And they've been working real hard to get a great event organized for us. So get that one on the calendar. Registration will be in the description. I know I'm trying to grow the Revolver community and shooting sports around here. So get that wheel gun out of the safe and get out to a match.